Welcome back to the part 2 of my DIY dress. The next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the pattern that looks like a star shape. I'm going to take my ironing facing and use it to iron it. Then after ironing it, I'm going to trim it out. Then I'll show you the next things to do. After my ironing facing on it, the next thing I'm going to do that is this one that comes out with hearts. It comes with the embroidery neckline. This one is like heart shape, so I'm going to go ahead and sew that one onto onto the pattern that look like star shape, because that's how I want it. I've placed it where I want it. I'm just being creative, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. After that, so the next thing I'm gonna do now, I've sewed the one that looks like a star shape. I've sewed it around, and I'm gonna turn it over to the right side. So I left like a 1-inch space. I didn't sew that place to turn it over. So after turning it over, I'm gonna go ahead and iron it. Then after ironing it, I'll make sure I iron it, because you need to iron whenever you're sewing. Iron make your sewing neat. You iron where you iron them out. Then I make sure I pull all those places that they are stuck in. I pull them out. So I'm going to go ahead and place them on my dress where I want it. So after placing it on my dress, then I'll pin it down. Then I'll use my sewing machine as well to sew it around with zigzag, because my sewing machine is already in zigzags for now. So I'm still like, I'll sew it and I'll trace the edges. Then after tracing the edges, I'll show you the next step, the next thing I'm going to do. So you take your time when you're doing that. You take your time and you make sure they are placed where you want them to place. The next thing I'm going to do, this one that comes like the one I trim off, I'm the one who cut that pattern. It comes from the edge of the one that looks like star shape. So this pattern, I've already used my ironing facing on it. I've sewed it around. The next thing I'm doing now is just to iron it out. So after ironing it out, I'm going to place it on my dress, and I'll go ahead and use my zigzag machine to sew it. Then after sewing it, I'll come back and show you the out. Yeah, that is it. I've placed them where I want them. I've used my zigzag to zigzag them. So I've done that now. That's how I want it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the shoulder. Then I'll join the shoulder together. I've joined one already, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to join the second one. You just place your front parts, because the front part doesn't have any facing on it to face it down, because I turn it over to the front. So the back one, I face it in. So I'm going to join the one at the back with the one at the front. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lay the one in the front with the one at the back, and I'll leave the facing separate. Then later when I place it to where I want to be, where the sewing starts, both of them where the sewing start, then I will use the facing of the back one. I will flip it over. I'll flip it over, the back facing, flip it over to the front facing. Then I'll go ahead and sew it with my straight sew. I've changed my sewing machine now to the straight sew. I'll go ahead and straight it. Then I'll sew it. I'll just sew it straight. Then I'll come back and I'll place it on my machine now. And whenever you're sewing, you need to backstitch. You need to backstitch your sewing. It's very important. When you start, you backstitch. When you finish, you backstitch. It makes your sewing secure. So I go ahead and backstitch it now, and I sew it down. So when I get to the end of it, I'm going to backstitch as well. As you can see, I've backstitched it. So that is it. You need to secure your sewing, because you don't want your dress to lose. And that's the finishing look. That's how it comes out. As you can see, I've done that now. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll join my sleeve to the shoulder. From the shoulder, I'll join my sleeve to the body of my dress. So how I'm going to join the sleeve, I'm going to start from the middle. You will notice that when I cut the sleeve, I notch the middle. So the middle parts and the shoulder where I joined, where the joint is, I'm going to place that where I notch. I will put it there. Then I will pin it down. I'll pin it down. Half part, I'll pin the half part first, and I'll pin the other part. Then I'll go ahead and sew it. you have to pin your shoulder down, your arm down, armhole down to your body to give you the size that you want, so that you won't have the one that is going to look bumpy. So that's what I'm doing now with my pin. I'll pin it down, then I'll come back and I'll go ahead and sew it. Then after sewing it, I'll come back and show. So I've sewed the shoulder now I've sewed my sleeve to my body now. So the next thing I'm going to do now, as you can see, I've laid them together, I've pulled them. You see, I've joined the both sleeve together to the dress, and they're looking nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is for me to use the plain Kenny brocade on the edge of the sleeve. I'll place it on the edge of the sleeve. Then after doing that, I'll come back and show you, and that is it. I've done that, and my dress is ready. As you can see the sleeve, it looks so pretty. So what the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and join the side and finish it up. Then I'll show you the finishing look. There we go. There's the finishing look. I love it. I love it. I love it. This dress looks so pretty. Thanks everybody for joining in today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my video with family and friends. Thanks everyone.
Odo yewu, I wonder wetin